Good evening everyone, out on a mission this evening. Not quite sure exactly where I'm camping. I've got the Ionosphere tent on the front of the bike, nicely wrapped up in my Lotus bike bag. Found Nicholas Revelstoke doing beautifully along all of these dirt filled gravel tracks. So let's get on further down the road and find somewhere to camp. Right, so here's all my kit. Travelite sleeping mat, Ionosphere one-man tent. It's quite a low profile, nice for stealth camping, that sort of thing in the wild. Nice olive green colour. Okay mate, calm down. Ah, that's tricky. Let's get this out of here without hitting myself in the face. Let's get my mountain leader smock on. Nice and simple. I love this thing. It's got a nice dovetail at the back so wind don't go up your back as well. In there is a Special Forces #1 sleeping bag. I'm gonna get that out when I set up my tent though. No point getting earwigs and woodlouse crawling all over everything, is there? So yeah, that's what kit I'm using tonight. Just a quick overnight camp before work. What I'm going to do now is just quickly chuck that out of the way, grab a stick and just get rid of all this leaf litter. Could be holding ticks, other insects, beetles, everything that you don't want crawling about in your tent when you're sleeping at night. There you go, that's the boot. It's not a very big footprint with the Ionosphere tent. I really like it. I've used it for about 2.5 years. No issues whatsoever. I really like it, to be fair, for bike packing in particular. Design, I either stash it like this as a big long thin tent on the front of a mountain bike that I'm currently using on my Revelstoke, or I can compact it down into a really tight package about this long and about, well, yeah, about that fat as well. So that means you can't store your tent poles or the pegs in this. How I get around that is quite simply I put them in my frame bag or rucksack. Lovely job. So yeah, let's get on with setting this tent up. On with the time lapse. You will notice, by the way, I'm not using a ground sheet for this. It's quite a durable waterproof material underneath. As I say, 2 years of use, no issue at all. Let's get the poles and pegs and put it together properly. And there you have it. That is the Ionosphere one-man tent all set up. It's got a door at this end, big zip all the way around. But yeah, let's chuck some gear inside, see what it looks like. So let's start getting the sleeping gear in. As I say a moment ago, you have a nice little zip system here. Opens right out, you can tie it up, but no need this evening. A couple of dead mosquitoes and bits of twig in there. I'll get my sleeping mat out first. I'll blow it up just before I go to sleep. That will just mean I can spend a bit more time chilling out before I feel tired tonight. There we go. Just leave that there for now. Sleeping bag, as I say earlier, Special Forces 1 sleeping bag. The only difference being, of course, is you've got a reinforced foot box, centre zip, and yeah, a nice Paratex hard-wearing material compared with a bog standard sleeping bag. So I really like that centre opening there. You just pull it as well, nice and easy, nice and free flowing. I just noticed that in that few seconds it took to do my sleeping pad and sleeping bag, There's now loads of insects and creepy crawlies in my tent, so but in England you're just looking out really for mosquitoes and ticks, aren't you? So yeah, I'm gonna turn that off so I don't attract any more wildlife and have a chill out for a bit. Ugh. So the inner of the Ionosphere tent's all set up. Only 4 pegs, 2 this end and 2 the foot end. That'll be alright for tonight. I've been using this alone recently, just the mosquito net inner instead of the outer as well. Does a perfect job. There's no issue seeing out of it and seeing the stars. As I say, Special Forces 1 opens in the middle. Absolutely brilliant exit and entry system. Travelite mat. Yeah, plenty of room, bit of room each side, about hand's worth roughly from the sleep mat. Each side, bit of room above your head for your pack. Some people do in fact use their pack as a pillow, so yeah, if you don't already, give it a go. It didn't work for me, mind you, but you know, I think that's just me, I'm a wimp. Right, so it's now time for me to hit the sack. I do like this sleeping bag with centre zip, nice and easy. Oh, just get in it, zip her up, job done. Oh. Right, let's get comfortable in this thing. Here we're trying to get in at all costs. It's going to be my home for the night. That'll be alright, won't it? Oh, lovely job. Good morning, everyone. Oh, let's move that over here, get the pine needles out of my sleeping bag. There you go. I didn't really have much trouble last night with bugs and insects getting through the hole in the end, but oh, I did keep waking up. It weren't cold. I weren't even wearing socks for once. Oh my goodness. Such a beautiful day behind me. The field next to me here, it's got loads of mist. It was a beautiful sunrise. I woke up about 4:45 when it was just starting to get light over the horizon. Absolutely beautiful. I was going to, of course, time lapse it with this camera, but then discovered the battery is about 10 minutes left, so I didn't really want to run that dry just yet. Big hole in the bottom of my tent. I don't know how that got there. All my kit and equipment done very well. This is the MML3 smock I put over. It just kind of folds away in itself type thing, like that. Lovely job. Oh, so nice to be out. Big old green woodpecker just flew past as well. Epic. I found my hat. I lost this a while ago. It's made by a company called Buff. You've probably heard of them. They sent this to me for to use in my videos. If I review something that's been used and abused, like this tent, it's done really well. And as I say last night, I don't really use a ground sheet very often with it. Still got that bike. Luckily it's a beautiful bike, so I'm well chuffed with I'm really chuffed with having it, man. Like seriously, it's really nice, real nice. I'm so thankful for Van Nicholas Cycles to loan me a titanium bike. Snugpak gear, use it, abuse it. If it breaks, I'll tell you about it. That's no issue. There's nothing hidden at all. Everything that's gone right has gone right. Everything you've seen that's gone wrong has gone wrong. There's no other issues at all, apart from maybe sizing with some of the Snugpak kit. I found this size is a small, which fits me perfectly as a medium bloke, and Yeah, if I get a medium top, it's a bit too large for myself, but then again, I'm only 5'10" or 5 foot, yeah, let's stick with 5'10", shall we? Their main port of call is insulated clothing and sleeping bags. Sleeping bags, I sometimes get an extra long version where I've got enough stuff, but it always looks better on camera to have kit that goes with each other well. Gear that I would like to have, like to own, which is an absolute dream to be able to do, and I can camp in any situation, in any conditions possible.